Donkey of the day for Monday, April 3rd goes to a young man named Basil Eleby. Now, Basil Eleby smokes crack, ladies and gentlemen, and he's 39 years old. That's what I call a new crackhead. And if it's one thing your Uncle Charlotte doesn't understand, is how is it new crackheads in 2017? At 39 years old, what about crack was appealing to you at some point in your life that instead of being a dope boy in the trap, Basil decided he wanted to be the dope head smoking crack? You know the saying, smart people learn from their own mistakes, wise people learn from the mistakes of crackheads? You're not supposed to be a 39-year-old fiend. There's absolutely, positively no reason for that, okay?
I'm gonna tell you something about me, Joe Rogan, that you might not know. I smoke rocks.
Yeah, well, Basil Eleby has put himself in the Crackhead Hall of Fame. Basil has to be top 10 crackheads of all time. Might be top 3. Immediately off the top of my head, I think about Pookie from New Jack City, Tyrone Biggums from Chappelle's Show, Ezel from Friday, Gator from Jungle Fever, Lamar Odom, and now Basil Eleby. I know you're thinking, what has Basil done to be in the upper echelon of crackheads? Why is Basil now in the running for being one of the top 5 fiends of all time? Let's go to WSB-TV Atlanta for the report, please.
One of 3 people arrested in connection with starting the fire appeared in court in the past hour. Basil Eleby is being held on a $200,000 bond.
He is now charged with arson, Sophia. Originally just charged with criminal damage to property. Went into court today. The last minute they added that second arson charge now. The arrest affidavit gives details of what he's accused of. It states he continues to say he left the area under the 85 bridge before the fire started, and that eventually grew into a massive inferno that took out the interstate. But statements from the couple he was with at the time, now charged with only trespassing, say they were with Eleby to smoke crack cocaine, and at one point, quote, watched Basil Eleby place a chair on top of a shopping cart, reach under the shopping cart, and ignite it.
Now, let me give y'all some context to that news report in case it went over your head. The fire that caused I-85 to collapse in Atlanta last week, Basil Eleby. Basil Eleby smoking crack.
I'm gonna tell you something about me, Joe Rogan, that you might not know. I smoke rocks.
Okay. Basil Eleby was charged with first-degree arson in connection with the fire that collapsed part of I-85. What kind of rocks was he smoking?
This crack shit, man, it's got me, man. I don't got no control over it, man. I try to kick, man. This just be calling me, man. Be calling me, man. I just gotta go to it. Need help, man.
How hot was his crack pipe? Okay? The shopping cart, did it run into something flammable? How in the hell does one crackhead cause a whole section of I-85 to collapse? Now, I totally understand that crackheads are invincible. Every crackhead I've ever known my whole life is still in Moncks Corner, South Carolina right now smoking rock. I only know one.
Between me and you, man, when you're done, I clean all that up for you for $2.
He's dead. What? You better not tell nobody, man.
Hey, Smokey back here taking a shit.
Listen, I only know one crackhead from my youth that died, and the only reason he died is because he got clean. I'm saying all that to say crackheads have superpowers that the rest of us don't. They are really immortal, but never in the history of crackdom have I ever heard about a crackhead taking out a whole interstate. If y'all got crackheads like this in Atlanta, I see why BMF got so big. Okay? But Basil, you can't go around burning down highways in Atlanta. How in the hell you gonna get to the trap with no highway? You're making it harder for yourself and the D-boys. Because if you're keeping traffic backed up and you take out parts of the highway, everything slows down. You don't want that. You want to get to your crack fast and on demand.
I'm gonna tell you something about me, Joe Rogan, that you might not know. I smoke rocks.
Basil, I really have nothing else to say about this story, because some donkey of the days just sell themselves. Please give Basil Eleby the biggest hee-haw, please.